I mean,
Extra medic is always a good medic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably get a medic in platoon.
You might want the medic since some of them have DMRs and stuff. So they can
I'll
hit
take
you.
ammo. I'll take ammo bearer. Wait. Never mind. I'll take medic. Ammo bearer carries RPG ammo because RPG was too heavy, by the way. So I had to change it.
Oh, okay.
So if they is too heavy. As long as you have the willpower, super.
Oh,
Goodbye, super hind.
no.
Oh
I
shit!
wasn't-
I accidentally hit. Oh shit.
Rest in peace.
I wasn't getting option to push through.
Who the fuck is Indic Bullet? He's in welcome lobby at the moment.
I was talking about them.
Well, so fucking good.
User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel. User left your channel.
Neumann?
Yeah.
Mind if I team lead in? Or is also someone is broadcasting? Who the fuck?
User left your channel.
Anyways, do mind it.
Fucking silence yourself.
Hang on.
I'm mute already. Well, we can hear you broadcast out of your
User
speakers.
was moved out of your
Up
channel.
here,
Jesus.
I would like a medic more, to be honest, because if we get shot and we are
User left your channel.
away from Artyom or platoon, we are fucked, basically. So
That's cool.
I mean, you basically can act as a team lead, but you
User
just
joined
want
your
the gear,
channel.
get
User
the gear
joined
because
your
I need a
channel.
medic.
I didn't realize hitting OK would fucking push me through. Sheesh.
I swear to God, if you do sheesh again, I will just
User left your channel.
Did not push me through. I guess I'll just hit OK.
Yeah, you have to hit OK to get pushed through.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User left your channel. User joined your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel. 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 User left your channel. User joined your channel.
User has joined. User has joined.
Zambos is now with me. Interesting.
Very good execution. Very good.
It seems like it skipped the briefing.
Zanubius, you can take.
That's great.
You just do the briefing right
What's that?
there.
No, because it's a fucking hellhole when people are shouting over one another trying to get plans together.
Don't-
That is
don't.
true.
You could literally just tell people to shut the fuck up and just do the briefing then. And
Yeah,
then tell them
people
to do it
don't-
afterwards. Then shoot them.
Shoot them.
You can't just do that.
You underestimate my power.
I mean, according to Gecko, you can just shoot people.
Not even that, you just...
Unless it's Dutchy. You can't shoot Dutchy. He's too
Not our cat
precious.
boy.
No, he gets a mortar shell to the face.
Yeah, I think yesterday we proved that you can very much shoot Dutchy.
Oh, Kilmer's gonna be here
Oh,
for.
Kilmer.
I left before that.
He proved that he could shoot you.
What
The
is this?
moment.
Oh God, Kilmer is here.
No, because I don't want people to see my failure of a mission.
Oh my
The
God.
moment when Solomon said over radio, "Guess what's happened to Artyom?" And
What do you think?
it was
I-
User
glorious.
joined your channel.
Oh yeah, mass cast.
User
go,
was
there we
moved to
go.
your channel.
Somebody's
Fenrir,
broadcasting.
I promise you,
Again? Really?
it's gonna be okay, buddy.
Continue or no?
Please get them push to talk.
Ooh,
Nice to him knowing
It's bullet.
bullet.
User was moved out of your channel.
Rip.
Okay.
Do I press continue or no?
No, don't.
No.
Oh,
Okay, do not press it. Got it.
What's the green just blob?
You'll hear
Explain
about
it.
that soon.
Mine's probably.
Looks like an algal bloom.
Should I wait for anybody else?
User
or-
left your channel.
Kilmer's loading in.
User joined your channel.
Nope, I'm
User
slotted in.
left your channel.
Artyom.
Okay. You can see the map and everything.
I am receiving
we see
mission
that.
file.
Might as well just wait. Or I don't know.
It's coming down the pipe pretty fast. There we go.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm in briefing.
the time is approximately 5:45 in the morning. It's November 16th, 2019. Chinoris has declared a state of emergency following a hostile takeover of their southeastern island Utes. The Defense Ministry, since we're Radnik, has authorized a counterattack to gain the good graces of our neighbors, since in the past we've been against them. A small update, a friendly Tupolev 95 was shot down while inspecting the island. They discovered a minefield in the green blob there, but they were shot down soon after. They laid buoys for quick, safe access around where you're planning to go infiltrate the island.
User
The
joined your channel.
transport ship Narwhal will be deploying you under the Veil of
User
Night
was
to
moved
attack.
to your channel.
So your mission task is to secure Utes airfield, just the airfield mainly, liberating the island against the rebels. Any other rebels in the surrounding towns will be eliminated by reinforcements, so you don't need to worry about that. You also have a side objective of investigating the crash site, which has been spotted via drones and satellites. So it's marked on your map. So it's pretty straightforward. You have to recover a black box, and our last transmission revealed 2 pilots were taken from the crash. So you may have to find prisoners. For mission elements, you are Platoon Volk. You have
Guys,
Ratnik.
clear comms, please.
You have Ratnik equipment. You don't really have support, but you have all the equipment you should need. An LCAT crew will come in to deploy reinforcements, and if you find any prisoners, you'll take them back and give any aid they need. So frequencies, battalion, and the platoon are on 40, Iskra and Volk, and then Artyom is 41, Boris 42, Sheridan 43. The weather, it's early morning, so it's dark and partial cloudiness. There might be a chance of rain. The civilians have been evacuated via the USS Kaisan, so it's not there. It took all the civilians from the north and south town and evac'd. And the terrain, Utes is southeast of Chernarus. It consists of pine forests clustered in the southeast and northwest. The other parts are mostly grassy hills surrounded by rocky cliffs. So you have big open eye sights and eye lines around. Okay.
All right. So, because we have so few people, there's not really much of a plan that we can make. Archum will be taking the lead for basically everything, and Boris will be acting mostly as a fire support. But first, we're gonna go from the offloading site. We're gonna investigate the crash site, figure out what's up there, and then after the crash site, we're gonna move on to this little collection of buildings right here before moving up to the airfield, just so that we don't get hit by anyone over here. But yeah, there's not really too much planning to be doing right now. I'm gonna mostly do it on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay. The one thing, I don't know if it's hard to see, there's a red circle around the beachhead where you are to land.
Yeah.
I see it.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I'm writing on side channel, so you can't see it.
Okay.
But yeah, that looks like mostly it.
Yeah. That's just the simplest way to do things.
Yeah, we'll mostly play it by ear, but I really want to get this area cleared so we aren't getting hit from the rear when we're moving on the airfield. Yeah. Is Super Hind in the channel?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
yeah, we could.
One last thing. There's Iglas and Strelas in the boats. I forgot to put that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we have some anti-air.
Cool. When we deploy Infinite.
What?
Cut out. If I can get the PKP.
Yeah.
We deploy him.
I'll give you the PKP before.
Yeah, Boris Newman, do you want to mostly focus on anti-aircraft carrying?
I mean, we will just do what's needed of us.
All right. Yeah. All right. Yep. We can push through now.
All right.
User left joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Really?
Channel switched. Channel switched.
Radios.
Received.
I think most of us get radios.
Channel switched.
This is so annoying.
Channel switched.
Before. Why can't I see now? All three Zeus's broke.
Channel switched.
That's mildly annoying. Hell.
Channel switched.
Radio check. Received. radio check on 40. Received on 40.
User joined your channel. User in your channel timed out.
I fell off the side of the boat.
User
I'll open the door for you.
And go through this ladder.
I found a ladder.
Alright, we're gonna have to give them up.
Super Hind, I'm about to disconnect real quick. I need to get my audio sorted out. I'm playing out of my speakers.
Alright.
User left your channel.
Fenrir?
Go ahead.
Radio check 40.
Good check.
Check.
Received.
So the Zeus broke when you relaunched it. I can't see all the predefined stuff or give Husk PKP. But there's a PKP on top of the boat for Husk.
Fenrir, is that you?
Yeah.
Exit, go to lobby and rejoin again. Sometimes this does happen.
Channel switched.
Does it happen 4 times in a row? Oh no.
I had my audio playing out of the wrong channel.
Yeah, my Zeus's can't see anything, so I'm trying to rejoin.
Oh, okay.
It worked when we skipped briefing, but after briefing, it broke.
Channel switched.
Give me the tracers. Just load it all up in the box.
And this doesn't work. Alright, it's still not working super, but I'm just gonna roll with it, I guess.
What's the problem?
When I rejoined from lobby, I can't see all the units, but when we skip briefing, I could.
Use edit module to bring up units. Like
Okay.
go to
Yeah, I saw it.
there's an edit module to make things active again. So if you need any help in game, just let me know and I can help you out in using other stuff.
Copy.
While Claude returns, all squad organize yourself. Both and such. Left, right.
Who should have his ammo now?
User joined your channel.
Okay. Should probably check.
Okay, Finnery, I can take more ammo now. If you be so kind.
Flo, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Right.
Yeah, Finnery, I should be able to get 2 more boxes, I think.
Okay, I think you need to be out of the boat for me to give it.
Oh yeah, doing it now. I'm out of the boat.
Copy.
Thank you.
Who's we're taking the Boris boat?
Alright, you're fine. Okay.
Potvrzuju, jdem na věc. Přesun na pozici. Přesun na pozici. Přesun na pozici. Přesun na pozici. Potvrzuju, jdem na věc.
So we're good to start moving to the objective?
Yeah. We're good to move.
Podle rozkazu.
God.
Жду. Ожидаю указаний.
Say again?
Who are we fighting again? Scorpy wants to know.
Spec Ops Chidakis.
Okay.
boat?
There were Iglis in 2 out of 3 boats. You jumped in the boat then that didn't have them.
If you took the back boats, those are backup boats. Why did my patrol boat sink? Okay.
Přesun na pozici. Podle rozkazu. Podle rozkazu. Podle rozkazu. Podle rozkazu.
Are we clear to engage on any hostile targets we see coming up on the beach?
Affirmative.
We are on the landing boat.
North. Because Fenrir was talking.
And for a landing at 6-9.
Nice. Dismounting.
Okay, dismount.
Turn the light off.
You take it off, Mr. Minigun.
If you don't have it, I lost the lock. He's fucking behind that tree. I can't lock him.
Good.
Newman's already completely dead.
Fucking.
Blocking the MIA. Locking. Back west clear.
Mr. MIA.
We should probably get off of this fucking beach landing. I'm back on net. Respond at the beach coming towards you.
Ooh, they got it.
Shotties,
Should get out of this place. It's open.
we need to get off this beach now. We need to start moving somewhere.
Alright, why can't I hit it?
Odpracuju. Jdem na věc.
This is Boris Squad RPR. I'm gonna take over because Neumann died. Oh, what the?
starts pushing up on the castle.
Roger.
Iskra de Volk, your reinforcement LCAC has arrived. Okay, you can shut up now. Apparently I can't erase you. You're dead.
Alright, Boris, you should be good to start moving up behind Archer.
Butters.
It's the Battle of Umbara. We have a man down. Like, they're dead. They're fucking dead. Oh, wait.
Artyom, are you firing?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's us. Get a technical roll up on us.
That'll save your stamina.
Hello there, Husk.
What is this hovercraft for?
What happened, Husk? Do you not have your gun?
No, I instantly, like, flopped over and died.
Oh, fuck.
And my body's out in the ocean.
Oh, nice.
Fish food, yay!
I tried telling
Yes.
Scorpion Brofist, Fenrir specifically told us we had
I'm
to use
neutral.
the boats to assault, and we didn't do that. I don't know, we pulled it behind the rocks.
Oh, did my BTRs come up? Alright, you be a good BTR.
Fenrir, can I get my guns, please? I got armament.
You have your PKP?
PKP and ammo.
You should have it.
Up here, get this look quick.
No, I died, my body's in the ocean.
I give it to you.
Oh, guys,
I got
please.
insta-killed, I'm back already.
How are you guys?
Because he got fucking hit by a douchka in the head. He just
What
got
role do you
douchkas
have?
in the head.
Yeah, alright.
Did you get away?
What's your role? What role do
Perimeter,
you
you're
take
in
with
the territory.
Rifleman. Rifleman. Okay, take that fellow.
Together, watch your space.
Take
East to south.
That's
Right
the
under him. Right
I'm
under him.
bleeding myself. Fuck
No,
me.
no, no. Hey, Indic. Hey, look at me. Behind you. Right there. Take this. Take that.
Whose light is that?
Fenrir, you gave me the ammo, but not the gun.
It's freaking out. You should have the gun now.
No, I don't. You think you put it in the ground, please?
Okay.
Take it, please.
Sorry.
Okay,
No,
CPRing.
it's
He's got a.
Right there. No, Indic.
Yeah, he's very fucked. I got him.
Right there. Take that. Please, take that.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you.
No, I got him. Yeah. I'm starting his heart back up.
Archum will lead us off, and we'll start moving towards the crash site.
Podle rozkazu.
They're not. I don't. We don't have an aircraft carrier. Remember? It left.
Podle rozkazu. Potvrzuju, jdem na věc.
You just tell me when we're moving out, Chloe.
On your mark.
Roger.
Podle rozkazu.
Fuck!
Contact north.
Get the fuck out of the fucking vehicle. What are you doing?
To the northeast, I got shot. We got enemies to the northeast.
Oh my god.
Copy. Fire squad set up stuff. Fire squad set up stuff.
Yeah, we kind of can't move to the crash site right now. Yeah.
We have suffered dashes, casualties, so a quick check on people.
Bandaging.
Don't stand in the open if you don't have anything to do. Like, it should hold up in the fucking castle, to be honest.
Change of plans. We should really move on that airfield right away because we're getting fucked by this air.
What are you doing? Okay. Just tumble out of the sky then.
Forest up here.
We're moving to the crest.
Přesun na pozici.
Which make are you?
Archum, whereabouts are you?
Oh, this is the anti-air.
Brofist?
What happened to you? Okay, apparently these are broken. Whatever.
Fire squad is moving up to the crash site.
No, change of plan. We aren't moving on this crash site. We're moving on the airfield so that we can stop letting them use air assets to fuck us. We need to move on the airfield now.
Roger. Direct line, or should we go to the buildings to the east first?
I think we should just head to the north and start taking the airfield that way.
Copy, I'm moving forest in.
Copy.
If I didn't just get shot
Actually, the crash site is right there, I think.
Yeah, we're literally at the crash.
So we can just move right at it.
Přesun na pozici. Podle rozkazu. Potvrzuju,
us as they move in to the crash site.
Roger.
Przesunę na pozycję.
Why are you ranged?
Potwierdził, dem na wieś.
Chloe, you still up? I'm back on net. I just for the second time this up. Roger. RTM is inside the castle. We're just kind of here so we don't get shot. Roger. Can you give me the report on Boris? I'm pretty sure they're all dead. Except for Singularity, I believe. Good.
But if you respawn at the beach, just run back up to the castle. You'll be safe.
Przesunę na pozycję. Potwierdził, dem na wieś. Przesunę na pozycję.
User joined your channel.
Podle rozkazu.
I'm gonna bleed out and die again. They're coming at us from the castle.
Przesunę na pozycję.
Wait, was that 4 beam pledges friendly fired?
That was friendly fire.
Yeah,
Why did they shoot us?
Motherfucker. I literally said, don't come over here because guess what? There's the motherfucker that was right outside the castle that I was shooting at, and I turned on my flashlight and you shot me.
No, I killed people outside the castle.
Chloe, are you on that?
Okay, yeah, I was
I'm back on net now.
No, I just marked.
Roger, and get everyone from boys what I can get and do a quick recon. Enemy vehicle northeast.
We need to salvage that vehicle. We need a vehicle on this off, for fuck's sake.
Enemy is that the U-25 taking off? I mean, we were supposed to have Grom, but then they took it out.
Yes, Ryan didn't think we needed it.
Enemy infantry 2-2 on the runway.
What?
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Chloe?
ahead.
what's up? Come to the northeast side of the castle. Copy that.
Grenade and for suppression of
Podle rozkazu.
Newman, you heard that plan?
Somewhat. We're doing a sprint.
Yeah, you're gonna take your team up to that closest building. Archim's gonna cover. They're gonna move up to you, and then they are gonna attack.
Copy that. Ready to sprint at any moment.
It's good to Volk
Let
south.
Archim get ready. As soon as they're ready, then you can step off.
It's good to Volk.
This is Volk. Send message.
Command has airdropped you 2 BTRs south of the castle. Use at your will.
Copy. We got airdrops of 2 BTRs to the south of the castle. Yeah.
I can just solo it, I guess. Because we kind of need the strength of the squad.
Archim should at least maybe take 1 BTR.
Chloe, Boris Squad would have just enough members to fill the both BTRs.
Yeah, Boris, actually, you take the TRs and you'll act as vehicle support for Archim.
Przesunę na pozycję.
How do I...
All set.
Just let me know when you're rolling,
Potwierdzę.
and we'll move out.
Przesunę na pozycję. Podle rozkazu. Podle rozkazu.
Oh my god.
Is it 1971?
Are you guys in the BTRs?
Boris, status?
They got hurt on the beach.
User left your channel.
I'll just kill myself, respawn, and go snag a BTR. That's my best bet to get it quick enough.
User joined your channel.
It looks like Husk is wanting to drive one of the BTRs. Or crew it.
That he only gets to drive, he can't gun. No gunning allowed.
Oh god, there's enemies on the beach. Yeah, this is, if I could just quickly run up, snag it. Oh, we're taking grenade fire.
Where is that fire coming?
A jet that just exploded. And it landed a 500-kilogram bomb right next to the boats.
Yeah, that boat is probably fucked. Whatever. Boris, are you read? Stanley, just lead off the assault. I have no idea what's going on with the BTRs and fucking Newman.
I got a BTR.
I have no... okay, sure.
Do you have a gunner in that BTR, Husk?
No, but I can solo it. I don't fucking care at this point. I can just keep
Yeah, just get
I'm
into a
back on
position.
net. I got a grenade to my face.
Failure.
Usk is taking one to drive.
Roger.
I'm gonna
Alright,
hit
super high.
southeast up on the hill there. And
Copy.
get advantage.
Nessuna posizione.
Wait for someone to load up, Boris.
Okay, if anybody wants to get in the BTR.
Urlare scatto.
Failure. Jack needs me on 50.
Alright, we'll swap the 50 then.
Up with Fenrir on 50.
Who's, do you have a gunner now?
You hear me? Super high.
Yep, I hear you.
Chloe, give me one moment. I'm gonna organize the gunner for...
What seems to be the problem?
Copy, we're already engaging in the attack.
Some of the ones that were set to 0 moved in, so I sent them back, but not all of them listened, and that's why they got hammered so hard.
Oh, I'm still here spawning people on beaches and stuff.
I was not. That was a patrol up in the mountain. They must have sensed.
Like if you look on your right near the mountain, there are still enemies on there. I'm gonna be Zeus, I think, just to balance things out, because there's a literally, like I said, what
Okay, Chloe, I'm close before giving up. I don't have any contact to drivers.
Yeah.
The...
I think one of the patrols came in and snuck around on the beach.
You don't have any drivers?
I'm gonna just help you
No,
out with
they
Zeus.
don't respond over radios.
Yep.
They can set responding. And we can set internal
I think
as
we're gonna pin by this BTR here. Oh yeah, enemy armored vehicles on the airfield.
Nessuna posizione.
If you could engage BTR targets first, that'd be great.
back to 40, please. On the runway.
We're coming in from the north.
Alternate channel.
Yeah, incoming from the north. We have
Superman told me to go alternate channel 50, so...
Yeah, I was trying to tell you to hold fire, but I was trying to reach you on 40. Go set your fire support up with the other support on the hill to the south.
Copy.
Defender.
Yeah.
Alright, so we can set 50 as
That's a
internal,
friendly moving
so we can
towards you.
talk to each other.
Yeah, sorry about that. We were told to go to a different channel, and then we were told
Yeah, that's understandable. I should have tried to reach you on it sooner.
Running around through the airfield.
So you can use 40 as main and 50 as internal, alternate channel. You know how to set up that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Lowered a bit of global AI scale so enemies don't snipe people. And you might want to remove some people from certain places, like maybe.
Chloe, do you know if our BTR is by the plane crash?
Yes, BTRs are by the
Okay, because so am I. I literally almost shit myself as I was walking back. I see the black box right next to the plane.
Could you please get...
I can't pick it up.
Copy.
But all the other pilots are dead.
The pilots are dead? Copy.
Yeah.
No, we're supposed to rescue them, question mark, at the airfield, I thought.
Potentially. We weren't sure if they were dead or not.
Have we searched the entire airfield? Because they said that's where they took them.
Why don't you set up your BTR on the southwest side of the runway, and Newman will hold his position there.
We'll just sit up next to the left.
Stanley's down.
Подтвержу, Демновец.
There's a vehicle coming from the north down the hill towards the runway.
Yeah, someone could engage that vehicle moving north down towards the runway. Moving from the north. Stanley's dead. Brofist is in charge.
Yeah, I'm running across the airfield to you guys. I died previously.
Copy. We are by the air traffic control tower.
Yeah, I see you guys' tracer shooting at the vehicle.
Is there a friendly BTR to the north of the air traffic control tower?
Yes, there's
There's friendly north of the airfield? That was a question. Are there friendlies north of the airfield?
I don't think so.
Yes, we are in the northwest.
Copy. Hold that position and take it.
Did you say something?
No. I'm trying to control some of the AI to keep them off them, since they're getting overpowered by some of them.
Keep the blur since they're walking so much.
Yeah, so I died again. You guys didn't clear the air traffic control tower.
We didn't clear it?
No, I was walking around the side of the big, barracks building next to it, and I got shot from it. Yeah, I saw a red tracer right next to me, and I was out of stamina, so I couldn't run around the corner. I died.
tower now.
You went right over him.
The friendly BTR to the north, could you please reverse and come onto the airfield?
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Chloe, just for your knowledge, the BTR to the south is without the commander and without the driver at the moment, and they don't have radio set up.
Copy. Why not?
Because they are both conscripts, I think.
God, fuck.
I tried to do something. The problem was somebody blocked the commander seat, so I couldn't do anything, and the driver seat can't turn out, so. Oh, and one of our BTRs got apparently blown up because it respawned on the beach. And now I got teleported.
Oh.
Fenrir,
Yeah.
did you TP him? Did you teleport Newman?
I might have accidentally, yeah.
Alright, I'll TP singular with him, and you want them to with BTR?
They don't have to go back to the BTR, they can just run up with BTR. Or like with everybody else.
So I suggest you remove AIs, especially in this control tower south where Newman has just crossed, or reduce their numbers. Remove the AIs behind the hill. Maybe reduce number of that patrolling guy to the west, east. Right now it's a clusterfuck. I control that BTR near the gate to make it more interesting.
So, Chloe, what's even the plan at the moment?
We're just clearing the airfield right now. Fuck, we're all so separated. If you could get the other friendly BTR.
Is it friendly?
Super high, can you please?
Enemy BTR approaching from the north.
Podle rozkazu.
On the north road leading into the airfield, there is an enemy BTR.
Presu na pozici.
We're tracking it.
Just get out of the vehicle, I'll make you engineer.
Okay, 1 second. assuming that BTR is destroyed.
Yeah, the BTR is destroyed. If you could please move up to that position that we found the pilots.
BTR reloaded.
We need to load them up.
Full security. Someone go right there.
Alright, the pilots appear to be dead. Roger. Should we call in maybe the reinforcements? Because the evidence seems clear.
Haha, I got the laser pointer now.
Seal.
Yeah, probably. We still haven't cleared the southeast building. The one with the many lights in it? Yes. I'm taking boys quickly to it with the BTR.
Podle rozkazu.
Chloe, where do you want the BTR again?
Přesun na pozici. Přesun na pozici.
Yeah, Arma is moving to those buildings as well. As soon as we get those cleared, we'll go back to the insert point.
When you're spawning a truck, so it's not continuous BTRs.
Apparently we can't make it out building.
I say we should still move through.
Send in a truck, then BTR.
Sure.
Sure.
Přesun na pozici.
Is there a friendly BTR to the southeast?
There should be.
Yes, that is us. Then shoot us. If we were not friendly, we would have murdered you by now.
Enemies coming from the northeast. BTR engaged. Building clear.
Use G to disembark people in the vehicle. Hit G and they'll get out. And we'll blow things up.
Yeah.
Kill players.
Yeah, that building's clear. Just clear the hangar to the east.
Přesun na pozici.
Actually, we haven't cleared the hangar to the northeast yet. We're to the northwest. Boris, mount up in who's BTR and go and make sure that the hangar to the northwest is clear. Chloe, sorry to interrupt, but there's more vehicles coming from the north and contacts coming from the hill. For contact north.
Use suppressify module to, just fire guns randomly.
They have a tank. Tank.
How are we supposed to fight that?
Run. So retreat to the beach again?
No ammo. It's
No,
mostly for
I'm just telling
Yeah.
who's to get out of there so he's not so vulnerable. We're gonna need to get AT on that.
Okay, where do you want the BTR?
I took away the ammo. Yeah.
Falling back to the crash.
Well, AIs are dumb, so.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone, let's pull back. We're going to check the crashed plane again, and we are going to
If you
return
want to
to the
make a
base.
spectacular exit, tell them they have fire support.
We're pulling out.
Missile or something, so they can actually use something to hit enemy coming in.
Apparently a bunch of people climbed our BTR. I don't know who it is, but we're dropping them off crash site.
It's for the Volk.
This is Volt, come in.
Command is authorizing rocket fire support. Use it when needed.
Copy.
You can set up grads on the ship or somewhere else to just use direct artillery module to call for support.
Ожидаю ваших приказов. Ожидаю указаний. Ожидаю ваших приказов.
Command, do you read?
Say again.
Command, I have marked on the map an area where I would like a rocket saturation. It's just to the north of the air traffic control towers. I called in rocket support.
How about anything in that fucking tank?
Yeah, I'm calling rockets towards that air. Are they falling short?
They're falling way to the left of the tank. They need to come more east. Oh, there they all go. Another enemy BTR to the north. I'm out of armor piercing rounds for the BTR.
Tank it down. Looks like the BTR might have dismounted.
Yeah, I think I disabled it enough.
Can anyone find that fucking black box? Chloe, it's right next to the, one of the dead pilots. You just can't pick it up. Alright, we can't pick it up. Everyone, we're pulling back to the beach to pull out.
Yeah, BTR is out of ammo for main gun.
Jesteśmy na pozycji.
User in your channel timed out. User joined your channel.
Fenrir, all our objectives completed.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, they would be completed since the pilots were dead. You just have to escape.
Copy. Yep, everyone, we're pulling out. Back to the boats.
Przesunę na pozycję. Potwierdził, dam na wieś.
There's another BTR on the northern road. Hurry, hurry.
Podle rozkazu.
Who's got that BTR down?
No. And it is angry and it's coming this way. And I know more Arma
Potvrzuju, jdem na věc.
You should probably just pull back to the boats.
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Potvrzuju, jdem na věc. Přesun na pozici.
Have your RPG gunners wait to mount up just in case the BTR crests over the hill.
Seems my plane's crashed.
It's still up.
Enemy plane to the south.
That's a very angry MiG-21.
Podle rozkazu. Přesun na pozici. Jdem na to, konec.
Is that one boat completely mounted up? Yeah, there's an open, but it's still on our shoulder who needs a spot.
What do you wanna do with that Su-24? You just wanna spook them?
Yeah, spook them. Try and drop bombs near them.
I'll fly it then.
Vás poňal. Poňal vás. Выполняю. Понял вас.
I think you can end the mission.
Выполняю.
Fender. Fender.
I was trying to type out some. That's okay.
User left your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I killed an MIH. Let's go.
Shit.
Woo!
That's
with more people, that would have been much.
2,
It was
3,
a good idea.
5.
Guess what I gotta use?
Huh?
Guess what I gotta use pretty much the entire op after I died the third time? A PKP. I just died and I just randomly picked up a weapon because I got bored.
Yeah, we definitely needed a fucking BTR. At least one. My only complaint is at the beginning we shouldn't have pulled the boats next to
User
the
joined your
rocks.
channel.
You probably
BTRs, it went pretty well.
You probably shouldn't have
because-
stacked up the entire platoon on that open space next to the castle wall as we
True
were
as
being
well.
shot.
Yeah.
And then you
One-
decided, then whoever made the decision of charge across the open field only to get immediately obliterated by douchebags.
All right,
I-
let's do. Go ahead.
Nah, that's fine.
All right, let's do a quick debrief and then we can discuss this. From Zeus.
From Zeus, you guys were moving and working together for the most part. I know you had some radio issues and there's the issue of the PKP, but from my perspective, you guys did good. The AI stopped listening for some of it when you got charged at the castle by like wave upon wave. So I had to like send them back and then eventually I just moved them physically. So that's probably my bad being like new for playing with
User
you guys and
disconnected
everything.
from your channel.
But otherwise, you completed your objectives correctly. The pilots were alive. I think a BTR cooked off and killed them. But otherwise, it went well. Super helped me with some planes that didn't want to cooperate either. But after that, I guess on to you guys.
All right, so for platoon, it was pretty difficult trying to manage everyone today. It seemed like, I don't know, that radio issues, and seems like whenever we were trying to move on an objective, it would go tits up. But on the second half, everyone was doing pretty good, and the BTRs were maneuvering pretty good as well. So yeah, sorry for my performance today.
So good.
All good.
All right, the squads. Tim.
I think RDM was pretty alright when we weren't getting like just constantly gunned down and fucking having leadership taken out like basically on a consistent basis.
Douche good to the head.
I think we moved pretty well. We got shit done. I'm happy with the performance. Boris.
Okay, from Boris, it went as acceptable in my opinion. I'm just mad that I got taken out instantly at least 3 times. Every time by a grenade. The first time we landed, a grenade just hit my face and I died immediately. Otherwise,
User disconnected from your channel.
good performance. We had some difficulties with crewing the BTRs, but that was probably my fault by sending conscripts into the BTRs who had no experience in crewing. So that's on me. Otherwise, good job, and I would say it was just a night up there, usually messy.
All right, floor's open to others.
I just have Zeus-related questions. Did you test whether or not, Fenrir, that the night vision worked with the AK-74s?
Yeah, well, in my settings, it lets you scope in with the sights and everything.
We couldn't. Whenever
Oh.
we tried to iron sight with the 74s, our monoculars would instantly go back to regular vision. It would not let us scope in.
To be fair, we had tracers. So
Yeah,
click.
and that's
You can
what
just
I was
hold
trying to
right
do,
click
but we also didn't have lasers, and that would have been a lot better to coordinate.
I mean, I had an RPK, so I kind of laser.
Yeah, just, it was a little difficult to shoot people. Still shot people, but yeah.
It's a night up. There's always has to be something that goes wrong.
I get it really doesn't have to.
In the settings, it told me it was gonna transfer to the server,
User disconnected
but
from your channel.
obviously, from what you guys are saying, it didn't.
No, the server overwrites everything if it's set that way.
Our server isn't set to override stuff settings, especially age settings.
Yeah, the A settings are overwritten, so whatever you set. Well, it depends. Are you
No,
looking at the mission tab or?
Yeah, which settings did you adjust?
I believe that was in the multiplayer tab, because Stains told me how to fix that.
But
But-
that isn't overridden.
Yeah, it
Well,
said
if
it
he
wasn't gonna
did-
overwrite, but if it did, it did. I'm not sure.
Were those the mission settings or server settings? Because those are two very, very, very different things. One, server settings will overwrite what you set in the mission, unless it's not being overwritten
User
by the server.
disconnected from your channel.
It was the settings Stains showed me, and it was in the multiplayer for the mission, and it said, and even Stains read it with me, that it would apply that to a server, but obviously it broke.
Oh, which setting?
believe it's in-
Multiplayer? No, it would be
Yeah.
it would be add-on settings. Is what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Server settings,
There.
multiplayer settings won't be overwritten in server. Even age settings aren't overwritten on server.
Interesting.
Yeah, we don't
I
write
don't
over
remember.
settings.
Stains
Anyway,
showed me, but yeah, obviously it broke. Either way.
in my view, there was a lot of conflict. Like we didn't have a cooldown, especially in the first beginning until the castle. We were getting constantly hammered and hammered. Like 50 cal shows up, a squad is wiped, and so another squad moves in and shoots us, and then another squad moves in and shoots us. And I guess this is new mission maker, so it gets time to getting used to this. But yeah, I didn't like the constantly getting shot at thing.
Yeah.
So
For me,
player
that
be-
part, the AI were patrolling. Some of them were patrolling, and some of them moved on their move waypoint, but didn't listen to the hold, and they just moved on their own. And then too many moved up at once before I could move them all back, and they didn't want to listen. So that's my fault.
set them to careless or just make them dead or just delete them. Like
Okay.
sending if just once platoon decides on a route they want to take, just remove other things far from away which they may have taken but they are not, so AIs don't freak out. Secondly, you can just set them to careless, so they'll just act like an idiot, so they'll follow whatever you want them to do.
Alright.
Yeah.
I can do that. in
Careless is
future
a
stuff.
careless is a wonderful AI setting. Very useful, especially with helicopters and planes, because helicopters and planes will just auto target anything if you don't have them set to careless.
Yep.
If I can springboard on Super Hind, yeah, I think I actually overall enjoyed it. I think the most frustrating thing was the pacing at the beginning. Is it very much there was like an Omaha Beach vibe where we just kind of were like smushed up against this rock, and especially the fact that it was mostly the aviation assets that I felt really frustrated.
Yeah, that was a little bit too rough. A little bit.
Yeah, because it was just like there was nothing most of us could do. The Hind was very hard to shoot down, and a lot of it was just like people whipping out Strellas, and it started becoming this Looney Tunes thing of just like, Scorpion would turn with the Strela, and I would just like run to the side, and he wouldn't turn another way, and I would run to the side.
That in my play testing with me and like the full force that you guys had plus Sheridan, the MiG 8 or MI 8 would just go back, and it was supposed to sentry around the airfield, and I think because you opened fire it started firing back, but you took that down. The Hind escaped, but I killed that for you. And then the helicopters weren't supposed to be that aggressive, and it was supposed to be a chiller, stealthier
Well,
op.
that's why when we were looking at yours yesterday, I told you that's a lot, and the reason is that all the AI will auto target if they sense that there was fire coming from it. It will just auto target. It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, either set it to careless or just reduce ammo. Like, do not give them ammo unless you want them to fire at stuff.
That's the solution. Yeah.
By the way, everyone, hang on. We are clear, done with brief and debrief. So if anyone wants to leave, they can. Thanks for coming for the op.
I do want to say though that I think like once the chaos got under control and we like holed up in the castle, I thought the terrified storm of the airfield, the clearing, and then the like retreating behind the counterattack. That was really well paced.
Except the BTRs that came out and then murdered almost everybody.
Yeah, but you know what? Like Stanley blew it up with a grenade launcher. Like unexpected problem, unexpected solution. So I still had a fun time.
I have a feeling that was Fenrir taking pity on you because I don't think that.
I told.
Oh, was it?
I told I think Brofist knew. Some of you were there. I don't remember if I said it in chat with everybody that just shoot them with the grenade launchers. I don't know if anybody
Stanley
tried
actually
that.
didn't know that. I think I was just like, we need some sort of solution, and we had snuck around the side, and Stanley leaned out with the GP25, and we were just like, I wonder if it will do it, and then it was just like, I guess it will.
Yeah, I had a BTR squad that was meant to come in after you got into the airfield, and I had to split them up for just placement purposes, and then they decided to move in on you after I split them up. And then that's when I was trying to do damage control in the beginning, so I'm sorry about that.
I mean, I think you had a clear idea of what you wanted to do. It was just a lot of just like you were new at this.
Yeah, the waves.
I think the main frustration I think for a lot of people was just, apart from just getting the pacing, was the lack of equipment. Like we didn't have enough AT. The night vision wasn't working right, and a lot of us ran out of bandages really quick.
Why did a lot of people have like 9 tourniquets?
I had 12.
They have 9.
Why? It was just a lot of
bandages.
Yeah, there was a lot of equipment inconsistency. And if you're gonna have like a super heavy op like that, you need to make sure that like everyone has like an extra amount of medical supplies, or just stack the medic with a shit ton of medical supplies. Because that was, especially in the beginning, I don't know if you saw the amount of mass cases that we're having, but
yeah,
it was fucking bad. I think we lost like half of the platoon in like less than 5 seconds. That was fucking bad.
I got out of the boat and just one rocket to my face or something happened.
Yeah, we got instantly like I think we took a full salvo of 30 mil autocannon, right? A bunch of people did.
Hey, this is for the group. If you take contact or spot the enemy, please give a bearing instead of saying to the front when everyone's pointing in different directions. Like, I know it's a night off,
User joined your channel.
but there are ways to mitigate the chaos.
You see, the issue is that I don't think people were in the right state of mind when the op started. Also, the fact that the setup was not exactly clear, especially with us spawning in the hold and we hung out there for like 10 minutes not knowing what the hell was going on. It fucked with people's heads. The other thing as a mission maker, make sure your mission start is like clear. It's clear, you know what to do, because us spawning in the hold was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
User disconnected.
And we hung out there for like 10 minutes, and it screws with people's heads. So make sure it's like streamlined as much as possible.
Yeah, I think after a while I realized I meant to open the door, but in the edit I gave super, I forgot about that, so that's also my bad. But yeah, all good critique to improve.
I mean, still your new mission maker gets used to, but from like first stop it was good. Like it was alright. For first stop, over time as you do more stuff, you'll get a hang of stuff.
It's a lot of nuances to it.
That's why I removed air assets as well, because this would have made it 1,000 times more complicated if we had player operated air assets. But yeah, I guess it's alright in my opinion. I just don't like the constant hammering part where you're getting slaughtered by enemies back to back.
User disconnected.
I think the problem with that was if we would have gone inside the castle, it wouldn't have been a big deal.
Yeah, whoever made the decision to stay outside the walls got us murdered. Literally got us killed. I don't know who made that decision, but literally we all died because of it.
Yeah, that part
let's
too,
just
though,
take
the
cover
wave,
when we can.
The waves I had
for
set
our
up
own sake.
kind of all crushed in on each other, so that's also my bad, but I'll get better.
I really don't blame the Zeus for that.
It wasn't
we should
your
have just
fault.
gone in the castle.
It wasn't your fault. Us just hanging out there while we were getting shot. By the way, we were getting shot at for like a good 30 seconds before we all got murdered. So nobody took the initiative to tell people get the hell back inside because.
Yeah, we were just straight up asking for it.
So that's a leadership problem. I just don't think everybody was in the right mindset at the beginning. I don't know what it was. Also, when like it's super quiet before an op, I know that the beginning is about to get really fucking rough. It just every time that happens, that always happens. I don't know what it is.
It didn't have to be that rough though. You could have
It didn't.
potentially stealthed it a little bit.
Also, the fact I don't know who said it, but the fact that they said we're just gonna wing it when we hit the beach, that also was like, do you really want to do that though?
Well, we did.
It
worked out just fine.
And we paid for it.
I think if we still winged it and we would have just gone in the castle, like it would have been fine because once we got in there, we were like, okay, there's the airfield. Here's how we're gonna assault it.
Yeah, but I don't think anybody wanted to make the concrete decision of we are going to do this because they didn't want to take the risk of getting more people killed.
Yeah, especially after starting out so rough.
I can understand that mindset, but indecision gets more people killed than any decision. That's it for my criticisms. Good job, Fenrir. You'll learn more as you guys go.
I feel that it was a fine mission, just we fucked it up so massively. This is the problem.
Yeah, we went in kind of expecting it to just like give itself over to us, and instead, when we met resistance so early on, it just kind of screwed everything up. I don't think it was a bad mission.
No,
yes, Fenrir. Remember, like what I told you, you don't have to make it easy for us. You just have to make it easy for you.
Yeah, if you can make it streamlined for the Zeus, it's so much better. It's like you could just shit on the players all you want as long as you can adjust as needed. That's all that matters. Try and I wouldn't say like railroading is a bad thing, but have an overall idea of how you want the flow to be, and be aware that your players, based on what they do, will interrupt that flow like 90% of the fucking time. They'll just interrupt everything.
Well, I think it went pretty well there, considering it was gonna be half stealth, half open fire, but you guys just went in open fired right away.
Yeah, just don't expect your players to follow what you have intended. Because
I was shocked. I was like, as soon as we spawned in, they started firing at the helicopter. I was like, wait, wasn't this a stealth mission?
Yeah.
Also, advice: don't let the AI control landing craft.
Yeah.
I
don't know if anybody noticed. I pulled it back after I noticed it ran into you.
I saw it drift and then it yeeted back into the water.
Yeah, if you're gonna have landing craft, the AI will always fuck it up. Always. So always pilot it yourself.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, that's it. I can't really give you general like play style advice because that's something you have to like figure out on your own as you Zeus more. I can give you pointers, but everyone has their own style of doing things.
I've noticed.
Other than that, good mission. Good first mission. Is this your first time like Zeusing ever, or you've done it for other groups?
The first time Zeusing, not the first time messing around with the mission stuff.
But it's your first time actually like
Zeusing?
being Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the first version was so waypoint heavy, because I've messed around with waypoints for myself, but then like everybody was saying like you might not want to do that. I was like, okay.
If you over rely on a lot of waypoints, shit will break.
Yeah.
As you saw, shit will break. Because players are the one cog in the machine, and the one wrench in the cog, so to speak, in your machine.
And that mission got reduced from like all the waypoints it had to probably about like 20%, 15% of the waypoints.
Yeah, you should put waypoints as like a general, like I want them to kind of be here, or I want them to kind of move in this area, not as a concrete. I want them to do this. It's more generalistic, so that way you can adjust them as needed.
Okay.
Or you could do triggers, but again, triggers aren't. They work only if you are 100% sure if the players are going to be there, or they're not going to break it, or you make sure that the script that triggers does not constantly repeat. Like if it's a spawn trigger and then it infinitely respawns things, because I've met some people who had that happen to them.
Yeah, there were two triggers. One was for tanks, but I took that out and just manually did it. The other one was the MI8.
User disconnected from your channel.
Just triggered the MI8 to load troops and land and then unload. But you guys took it out quick.
Yeah, that worked out fine. Other than that, I don't have anything, so I'm just gonna take off. If you need any pointers, all the Zeuses are here. So, and goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. I have to call my mother.
You too.
You too.
User
Yeah,
disconnected
you better
from your
say
channel.
fucking Happy Mother's Day. I pushed all of you out of my penis.
Mama Brofist.
So.
Alright, well, see you guys.
See you.
User disconnected from your channel.
Super. Did you already have time to look at it?
I'll look tomorrow. I was busy with something.
Yeah, I thought that because of how long you took to help Fenrir. Yeah. Well, see you guys.
See ya.
User disconnected from
Yeah,
your
so
channel.
Fenrir, just work on like making stuff. You can just make simple missions and just practice using. And over time, man, you'll get used to it. Like for example, especially in tanks, if there's single armor, just even if it has ammo, just control gunner. All right, so this allows you spawn in as you know how to remote control, right?
Yeah.
So just remote control commander, then switch to gunner. So you'll be able to control gun, and you can tell AI to do whatever they want. So this will, and you can actually fire in the air. You don't need to target players directly. You can just target in the air. Like if you see me when I was controlling that BTR, I never aim at the players. I just
you aimed over their heads.
Over their heads or near them, machine guns wise. So they get a gist of like what's going on, but they're not killed because AIs are super accurate. So even if you're controlling air, ground assets, you can just control the gunner and make sure commander, then switch to quickly gunner. You can scroll down and switch in the game itself, and then just spook them.
Yeah.
And make sure you're controlling air. Like, how did you make everything? It was not showing up in editor earlier, right? And then you made things show up. What was your radius of stuff?
When that happened, I did a couple 250 plus and just went around like where I knew stuff was. And then it all showed up after that. At first I didn't know about that. I had to like physically and manually show it. So that's why I kept leaving and joining, and I thought the Zeus's broke, but now I know that, so.
Wait, okay. I mean, you'll get hung of it over time. And yeah, I generally set it to radius 100. Like in your general attributes, there's an option to binaries. Make everything visible in Zeus itself. So that'll make everything in map visible to Zeus rather than using the module.
Yeah.
So that could be done. It updates every 30 seconds. And also, one thing I noticed is people were not being teleported. So keep an eye on that, because players had to walk like I had to fucking drive a boat from the ship itself So keep an eye on teleportation, and yeah, that's it, man. Keep an eye on those things, teleportation, and make sure that enemies are not overpowering them. Like create this barrier, but not so much like in the beginning itself. Like 50 killed a lot of people. Other squad moved and they were whacked too, and then still enemies were moving in. If that happens, either set enemies to hold fire, let them fall back, or just do something so they are not overpowering us. All
Yeah.
right, because what happens is it affects organization. Because when I became Zeus, half the squad was near the tower, half was on a hill, half were near the fences. So this splits up and it affects organization, and to the point where like literally platoon commander goes fuck it, and like Hammer, they just go into everything without even a plan or checking up where the squad is. Because from their view, like if you're constantly hammering some people, it's just like no, what's the use? I don't even care right now.
Yeah.
So it's generally good to face, especially in like this was an offensive mission, right? So you don't need that much assault, forward assault, until they hit us. Few patrols are fine, but like sending in vehicles in the beginning itself, makes players like not happy in general. But it's like I have done similar things when I started using again, even on this map.
Yeah.
This map is cursed.
This one, I think, because a lot of the vehicles weren't supposed to come in the beginning there. I think because it's so small, they just broke and went off on their own. And I was doing damage control when you joined and helped me fix it. But at least we recovered, thankfully, because I didn't want to make everybody rage quit.
Anyway, I'm gonna see ya.
All right,
Thanks for
thank you.
permission.
No problem. See ya.
Feel free to ask me or message me if you need any help with mission stuff.
All right, thank you.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.